All right, so this is it's a 2017 V-nose trailer. I bought it from one guy and he took really good care of it, but I added 12 volt and I added 110 with shore power and a power converter that you put in for 30 amp service. But this thing I could take to New Mexico. Don't even need a generator because it runs off 6 volt batteries. Only thing you need a generator for are the 110 plugs and then the rooftop AC, which works amazing. It'll freeze you out. So anyways, this is it. I'll give you a little tour overview and then what each thing does specifically. It's a great thing. Love this thing. I just don't use it as much as I used to. Okay, so I got this. This is a 1/2 ton, easily pulls. I installed and welded and screwed down this battery box. This has two 6 volt batteries that are running a series to make 12 volt. So if the battery dies, it doesn't hurt it. That's what those golf cart batteries are for. Again, that runs all my 12 volt. If you can see, that light is on. There's a light there on the outside, there. For some reason, this side isn't working, so it's not working. But that is also controlled by a little controller right here, so I can turn off each one. If I just want this one right here, the patio light open, I just press that one. So the number 2 is here, number 1 is up front. Or I can turn them all off at this switch. See, now the lights are off, turn it back on, lights are on. This switch is for inside lights. Again, all ran on 12 volts, so I can turn all those off. And these are RV lights, so I can turn them off individually as well. One or both on. It gets plenty bright in here, and I have one here. So, really nice. Other things that are ran on 12 volt are the diesel heater. So that fuel tank, as you saw, is on outside. This thing warms up great. There's 4 different levels. The thermometer's here. You can't see it because of the screen. It can also tell you how many volts are running right now. I have not charged this thing in about 4 weeks, so it's at 11.8 right now. So I need to charge it to the shore power, and this thing will last 4 or 5 days running all your 12 volt accessories. Also ran on 12 volt is this sink. So I have a switch here for the sink, so it won't do anything. Then I turn it on, and you got water. And it turns off when you're not using it. That's all hidden under here. Let me show you this. So this, you just take out with a quick disconnect, boom. Hard to do with one hand. You just disconnect that, go fill it up. Cool thing is, if you want more water for longer trips, I have 4 or 5 of these I just put in the back of my truck. This is the gray water, so you just have to dump that out. So you can see the drain runs into there. That's a 12 volt water pump that I wired and goes all the way back. You can see the wires back there. That big cord is the fridge wire. That is not 12 volt, but there's plenty of areas. All of these I'm not using that are 12 volt. 110 right here. I've got it all labeled as well. So you got indoor lights, outdoor lights, black USB charger, and cigarette lighter. That's this, so you can charge your stuff when it's not plugged into shore power. So this has worked great. There's fuses all built. It's all under here, so it's easy to get to. Never had an issue. See if I can get back there. You can see the cord cable management there. I also have a battery disconnect. So if I'm not using this thing and I don't want it to suck anything, it turns out everything that's 12 volt. Turn that back on. I got my 12 volt stuff back. I also have a porta potty. Oh, you got to disconnect it here so it doesn't come out. If you want to take a poo, you just pull this little drawer out, take a seat, and you can poop. if you want privacy, I hung this up and you connect here and you can have privacy to go poop. So your buddy or your kids aren't going to see you there. Usually the thing is down, so it's the wind is blowing into you. Okay, so this is the ramp. I just painted all this. You can see I put my side-by-side Rhino. It will fit in here. Not a lot of your longer ones will. But man, it's so nice when it's nice and cool. Turn that light on if you need to see up there. Works great. And you can tie down whatever you want. This is my daughter's four-wheeler. What else? That's the AC unit. It does not do heat, but it does air. And it's really cool air. This is a window. You can take this off. The windows do slide on both sides. Put the E-track here. I put X-track down there. I've used this for taking motorcycles to places. You can put little chocks right there. I'll show pictures, but I've had 2 motorcycles in here and this four-wheeler easily. You can strap down anything you want, and it's very doable. Up here I made storage out of old cabinets. These need to be painted, but I didn't. I put little hydraulic shocks on them, gas struts, and they do not open going down the road. This is ran off 110. Oh, I got stuff in there I need to get out. This thing works great. You got extra storage there. You got extra storage on top of the toilet. Down there, right there. Again, that goes up, it'll look nicer. Another thing, this is just my outdoor rug I use. These are disco beds. And I actually cut them to where they could go long ways here. They can go long ways there. They can go long ways there. And then you throw the mattress on it, that's the hardware for it. Trying to think of what else I could tell you. This thing has been a great thing. Been a great trailer. Everything works on it. Only thing that doesn't work is that light right there. I don't know if I need to redo the ground or what, but for some reason it doesn't work. But I never go to that side anyway. So there you go. You just take this down, loosen this. Hard to do with one hand, and it goes right here, and you can put your bed up. That's it. This is called the Happy Jack. So when you undo it, lower it. Once you lower it, you can actually pull this jack out. Which is a great theft device. Then you just put that in the back of your truck. This is 2 golf cart batteries that run underneath, and I'll show that. And then the diesel fuel holder, fuel can that's mounted to the truck or trailer. These tires are brand spanking new, only a couple months old. I forget which grade, but they are top grade where you can drive them up to 75 miles an hour. You can see a little camera that's right next to that light. It's actually a camera you can turn on if you have the monitor. I'm going to keep the monitor, but you can buy it separate if you like to see while you're going down the road. These axles, we did the little leaf over and welded on some Dexter brackets probably 4 years ago, and they've run strong. That's the 30 amp shore power. as well. That shore power, when you have it plugged in, it charges those 6-volt batteries that runs 12 volt in a series. So I can literally go out to the woods and not have to charge them for 4 or 5 days to use all my 12 volt stuff. This roof, I've never had a leak in it. You can see I put some 4-inch Eternabond tape just over the seams, just for maintenance, just to make sure I don't get a leak. The black cable or black wire you see, those are all the external lights, those LED external lights. Never had an issue there, other than that one on the left side that doesn't run. But all have worked great, and those don't get snagged on anything.